Hey, Sharp Photo Challengers, welcome to week number 9, Signs of Spring. I am so jazzed to take a look at these shots that you guys took outside. I love this weather, that's why I've got the window open, let all the spring air and noise come right in, so you will actually hear some noise pollution going on out here. Sorry about that, but hopefully it won't get in the way of the critique. Let's fire right into this week was Signs of Spring. I just asked, try and get out there, shoot some things that look to you like, the things that excite you about spring, with spring on the way. So it could be animals, could be nature, could be a flower coming out of the ground, it could be so many other things. So anyways, let's not waste any time and get right into it. This is Martin Eisenloeffel. Thank you very much for coming back. You have been coming back to a bunch of the challenges. I really appreciate it. Plus, I just most recently found you on Twitter. I didn't know that you were the guy who was talking to me on Twitter. I'm dense that way. But so great to have you back. I love your stuff. What were your comments? A trio of spring-like things for your enjoyment. Beautiful. Let's take a look. Killer shot of this sparrow. Awesome. The return of songbirds are always a good sign of spring to me. I'm not sure, but sparrows might endure the winter. They don't seem to sing much until spring, though, and I certainly don't see much of them before the snow melts. Cool, and thank you for, you also sent me the stats that you were shooting at, but that's okay. You don't really necessarily need to, because Flickr does that for me occasionally. Sometimes they don't. So, shooting at 5.6, 200 mil, beautiful, at 1/500, that's awesome. Shooting at shutter speed priority, okay, that's cool. Not full manual, but that's alright, we'll get you there, no problem. Actually, I'll correct myself there, and I'll say today I did go outside, and I did shoot at shutter speed priority a lot. Actually, no, sorry, aperture speed priority a lot. Shutter speed priority is a good mode to be in especially if you're shooting animals. You just want to be able to quickly select a fast shutter speed and boom, go for it. Let your camera decide everything else for you. So it's kind of a semi-manual mode. You pick one, you just set the shutter, and then everything else is automatic, so that you don't have to think about it. So, which is great. You set a fast shutter speed to grab a picture of an animal, and hopefully get it before it leaves. This is great. Great. It only has one thing. I'll bring it up in a second, but this is a beautiful looking shot. Awesome sky. It looks like you did a little bit of processing on it. Very nicely done, perhaps in Lightroom. You got a nice one of these branches just behind it here to give it a little bit of out of depth focus. A branch coming in the foreground here. I like how you framed it up so that we can in fact see the sparrow's face. It's got a nice posture to it. It looks beautiful. This branch crossing in the way does kind of distract a little bit, but not too much at all. It frames up the sparrow's head pretty well. Cool. Very nicely done. Very springy. Eggs, happy Easter. That's what a lot of people also look forward to as well. It's great. Chocolate, candy, and the occasional Jesus. Mini eggs, these things are evil. Every spring they release them, and every spring I eat far more of them than any normal person should. Absolutely, that's what they're there for. They're crack for spring, get you all sugared up. And this was on the 70 with 50 mil 1.8. Cool. What was the last one done with, by the way? That was 70 to 200 f4. Awesome. So this one must have been on sticks as well, because you're shooting at 0.4 of a second shutter. Okay, cool. All right, let's take a look at this. Great. Okay, eggs, nice container, and of course the eggs are full of color, so great choice there. And properly framed. Cool. Looks delicious. Makes me want some. Under the grow lights every spring. Okay, this is very cool. Awesome. Is this with a macro? No, it's with a 50 mil. The sharpness you can get with a 50 mil lens. Awesome. We start the dreams of our future garden, and they are doing quite well this year. Here's a couple of our heritage tomato plants among their compatriots. Cool. Very awesome. I love again, this up close macro look of the shot. It's great. Look at this sharp detail right on that plane there. All the way open? No, at 2.8. I'm surprised. That's pretty cool. So yeah, again, you have the ability to go up to 1.8. You don't necessarily have to. Sometimes 2.8, a little closed up, is all you really need. and it's got a little bit going on here. The only thing I might say is I don't know which one to look at between this one and this one. It'd be nice if you just kind of isolated one. I know that you were kind of framing up both. Then this thing in the foreground here becomes a little bit of a distraction. So just because how it's composed, that's all I really have to say about that, though, because otherwise, look, it's got a great blown up background of the potted plants, the bigger plotted pants there, plotted pants. Coming soon for spring fashion, plotted pants of the plotted plants. Oh my god. Potted plants in the background. Very cool. And of course, like, there's plenty of nice color here, nice warm earth textures. Cool. Very good. Love it. Love it. If I had to pick a favorite, I would definitely say the sparrow shot. Very nicely done, nicely captured. Even got a spark in its eye here. It looks gorgeous. Very good. Thank you very much, Martin, for submitting for this week. I really appreciate it. Love your shots and hope to see you back next week.